Well, Matty, round one, Friday night, or twilight. How excited are you and the team to kick things off that way?
Yeah, it's been a big build-up over summer. I think any team playing round one, it's super exciting, but to be able to play here on Adelaide Oval against Adelaide is special for our club and a really important game to kick off our season.
And nice for the boys to be able to play in a match where you get probably a pretty big crowd, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, I think it's a great initiative by our two clubs in the SANFL to play the SANFL showdowns here at Adelaide Oval. I know last year the boys loved it. It's Crow's home game, so I'm sure there'll be more Adelaide supporters here. But to be able to, I suppose, give that opportunity to our contractor guys, especially to play here on Adelaide Oval, and our young guys as well. Many of our younger listed players haven't played AFL football yet, so to be able to play out here on Adelaide Oval on a big night, great for our footy clubs.
Is it a little bit strange, given that you just played against them in a trial match?
No, I think that's the world we live in at the moment. The last couple of years, we've just had to remain flexible, and we've played Adelaide in 9-a-side games, in 15-a-side games, and also obviously in the SANFL competition. So we generally play them in a trial match over summer, and it just worked out that it was a week before this year.
And as a coach, how do you juggle development versus winning?
Yeah, we always want to win. I think coming to a season launch, you ask any coach what they want to get out of the season, it's to win games of footy and to win a premiership, and it's no different for us at Port Adelaide. We've certainly got some other things that we need to consider in regards to developing our younger listed players and working through a few injuries at AFL level. So it is a challenge at times, but we have one focus, and that's to win games of footy.
And holistic.
Injuries can impact, obviously, at AFL level, hurt your SANFL team. That's an ongoing issue, but you've got a bit more depth with some top-up players this year. Do you feel like you're better balanced with people like Wilson and some of those guys in your squad? Yeah,
we certainly think we've added to our contracted list this year. I think Nick Moore, Braden Kirk, Jackson Lee, Anthony Wilson have all played league football at other clubs. So, look, it's not ideal to have an injury list like we've got at the moment, but we'll work through that, and we know the guys that hit the park are going to be out there ready to play and 100% fit. And whether you're a listed guy or a contracted guy, to be able to play in round one's a huge honour for our footy club, and those guys certainly can't wait.
And for Port fans, obviously, we know your top picks, but some of the young guys that you picked up in last year's draft that might be on show this Friday, who are some of those guys that fans should look forward to seeing?
Yeah, well, Hugh Jackson's had an interrupted summer. He's a North Adelaide junior that came across in the draft at the end of last year. He's an exciting outside player that's got beautiful skills. At this stage, he'll play in the SANFL game this week. Obviously, it's still early in the week and we haven't done a lot of the selection stuff, but just being able to see guys like Jake Bassini, Ollie Lord develop and have another pre-season is really important for our footy club, and they're the guys that I'm excited to see. Jackson Meads obviously played this year and took the first two games in the AFL and played predominantly SANFL over last year. So they're the guys that I love seeing play football, regardless of whether they play in the SANFL or the AFL side.
Visitini, will he play this week as well?
Yeah, he'll certainly play as well. At this stage. Again, he's an exciting guy that just competes. Sam Hayes played on the weekend as well in the SANFL side. So those two guys to be able to share the ruck's really important for us.
And where's Trent Cotchin at the moment?
Yeah, so Trent played in our trial on the weekend. He obviously didn't play the week before through concussion protocols, so he missed that game. So, look, he just needs a good run at it. He had a few issues over summer in regards to the amount of load he could get in regards to his training. So I thought he was really good. He played 4 quarters last week, and if he's not selected in the AFL side, he'll play in the SANFL on Friday.
AC obviously touched on injuries. I think Charlie's obviously one that's been long term. If and when he's right, would he come through with you in the SANFL, do you think, or is that you haven't decided? And is he close to being right this week?
Yeah, he's certainly close. Now, whether he comes back through the SANFL or the AFL, time will tell. As I mentioned, we haven't done much training since the weekend, so he'll be tested at the remainder of this week, and if he gets up, great. If he doesn't, I expect that he'll be back in the next couple of weeks. So, it'd be nice to have him at SANFL level, but Kenny's got a few things he needs to look at in our front half in the AFL side. So whether he goes straight back in or plays SANFL football, I guess we'll decide as the weeks go on.
And I know you keep an eye on both, SANFL clearly and then AFL too. Is Trent McKenzie hopefully going to be okay this week?
Again, that's another one we just probably need the rest of the week to play out. He was sore going into the game. He obviously came off as the medical sub and was assessed after the game. So, the week will play out and hopefully he gets up for the weekend's game.
And Robbie similar.
Yeah, similar with Rob. Rob's getting there. He's doing some more training. I know he did some running yesterday. And again, it'll just play out as the week goes on.
And holistically...
I need your cameras for the players.
Last one? Okay. I was just going to say, holistically, what's the mood like? I mean, obviously a bit disappointing the first 2 weeks, but confident you can turn it around.
Yeah, we're super excited for the start of the SANFL season. Regardless of the way the AFL is going, we've got to prepare our SANFL side for the start of our season. In regards to the AFL's performance, it's not ideal. We certainly don't want to be 0-2 after 2 games, but we are only 2 games into the season, so we'll get back on the horse really quick. We'll train really hard this week and get ready for a showdown on Friday night.